The new year against a Hibernian side still picking up the pieces after their shock Scottish Cup defeat at Methil. Jock Brown is your commentator, and we join him just in time for the kick-off.
Hibs start the match in brilliant sunshine, looking to get their first victory in 8 matches. They've gone 7 matches without a win, including those 2 cup ties against East Fife when they failed to score. And Dundee United have suffered a blow before the match. Eamon Bannon has failed a fitness test and an injured ankle, so he's out of the side. It'll be interesting to see which midfield formation we see, with Holt and Kirkwood liable to play in that area of the field. But it's a bit more familiar up front for Dundee United. Davy Dodds there is the top scorer of the season. He's been joined in attack by Paul Sturrock, who missed out on virtually the whole of the first half of the season through injury. And Hibs have young Paul Kane playing with the number 8 jersey, and they have Bobby Thompson playing perhaps his last match before a lengthy suspension in the number 10 jersey. And that injury to Alan Rough has let Robin Ray, the 20-year-old youth international, make his league debut in goal. The referee this afternoon, Mr. Willie McLeish from Stonehouse. Played in by Callaghan. The header from Willie Irvine. Fine goalkeeping by McAlpine, but Willie Irvine showing his menace to the United defence very early on. The flighted free kick from Callaghan. Irvine coming in from the far corner of the box, leaping above everyone else. The downward header, and that's good goalkeeping. Haggerty waited for it, and Jim McLean has answered the questions about the tactical formation by playing Maurice Malpass wide on the left in the Eamon Bannon role. There's Milne looking for a chance to cross. Good play from Milne. It's stuck an arm all right. Ralph Milne looking for a penalty kick. It came off Ali Brazil, but the referee, I think, correctly deciding that the ball played the man. There's Sturrock laying it on for Holt. Kane is there. There's Richard Gough. David Odd stayed onside. And Duncan did well getting back. He didn't get a touch, so that's a Hibs goal kick. Here's Willie Irvine. First chance to run at the United defence. Well, he's always anxious to have a go at goal. That's why he's the top scorer in the country this season with 20 goals. The header from Jimison. Mary playing it square. Kirkwood has support from behind from Hegarty. Duncan now looking for Irvine. Great return ball to Duncan. This is promising for Hibs. Stark missed kicks, but he did enough to put Callaghan off. And that was a bit dodgy in the heart of that United defence. The pace of Duncan almost getting Hibs away. And the cross posing problems for United. Brazil misjudges it. Good layoff from Milne to Dodds. Ralph Milne cashing in now. Shadle losing it to Holt. Faint appeals for a penalty, waved aside by the referee. The Holt is still on the ground in the box, but it's a free kick outside the box for United. Some hectic action as Robin Ray came off his line but didn't get to the ball. A bit of a misunderstanding, and Ralph Milne almost made Hibs pay. So Ray organising his wall. An opportunity now for Dundee United. Neary over the ball, Milne to the right. Gough is also waiting behind David Neary. Sturrock in the wall. There's Gough. Well charged down by Callaghan. He made a lot of ground to get to Richard Gough. Snedden losing it to Malpass. Sturrock was offside. Touched on by Callaghan for Irvine. Snedden coming up on the outside in support. Snedden playing it in. That's Hegarty's clearing header. Now Irvine. Jamieson marking Dodds again. Breaks for Holt. Shot blocked by Blackley. It might have fallen for Paul Sturrock had Blackley not intercepted. It's for Irvine to chase, but Hegarty has enough pace. There's Malpass. Milne switching across to the left flank. As for Malpass, beautiful sleight of foot and excellent goalkeeping from Robin Ray. Now that was football to savour. Just look at the way Malpass takes his pass inside, resists the temptation of the first time shot, beautiful bit of footwork, excellent shot, and that will do Robin Ray a lot of good. And that very confident catch from Robin Ray will also help to settle him down. Sturrock screening the ball from Brazil, well supported that time by Kirkwood. Sturrock wants it back. Still has Kirkwood on the outside. There's Goff. Well, it's very interesting to see how United now are getting their back players into the box. This time it was Richard Goff. A moment ago it was Paul Hegarty. Irvine couldn't control it before Holt's challenge robbed him. One for Sturrock to chase, and that's what John Blackley's been so good at over the years, spotting danger points in his defence and coming across to cover. Good control from Sturrock. Milne touched it on, Milne again, and once again Ray to the rescue of Hibs. Well, that was United at their attacking best. Down to Sturrock initially with a brilliant turn on the far side, pulling the ball back. Milne get a touch, then Dodds get on the end of it. Milne with a first time shot, and what about that for a save from Robin Ray? Malpass playing it forward. Here's Kane. Threading the ball through the United defence, but too far ahead of Willie Irvine. Now young Kane for Hibs. Davy Dodds under a lot of pressure, chance for Sturrock. Once again Ray is alive to the situation, that error in the Hibs defence. Well, some confusion there among the Hibs defenders. The ball finding its way to Paul Sturrock. The quick turn, the instant shot, and Ray was down very quickly again. Stark forcing it forward with Shadler's clearance. Now Snedden. Collected by Goff. Immediately Sturrock makes a wide run, which was matched all the way by Brazil. Now Holt. Goff up with the attack. There's Davy Dodds. And Dodds appeared to be looking for the chance to go down. So the United throw in on the far side. It'll be taken by John Holt. Goff may well be the target. Here he is in the box with Blackley. And that's a corner kick. Ralph Milne with the kick. Gough is there. Headed on by David Odds. And turned in on the goal line by Paul Hegarty. Well, the Hibs defence has looked dangerously, and that goal has been coming for some time. The corner kick caused the trouble from Ralph Milne. Gough got his head to it, Dodds nodded it on, Ray was at sea as the ball came off the crossbar, and there was the United captain Paul Hegarty to turn the ball in. Here's Irvine. Good run from Kane. Looking for support in the middle. Irvine and Callaghan are there. McAlpine coming for the ball. Taking it well despite the pressure from Snedden. And the half-time whistle goes. United depart with a slender 1-goal lead, but the fact that they're not further ahead goes down to the performance of young Robin Ray in goal. He had a couple of marvellous saves, one from Maurice Malpass, then one from Ralph Milne, but he could do nothing about the goal 4 minutes from half-time scored by Paul Hegarty. The corner kick on the right, headed on by Gough towards Dodds. Off the crossbar, Hegarty was waiting, and that's the goal which gives United that precious half-time lead. The last time United tasted defeat was back in November when they lost to Aberdeen. They've played 6 times since then and they haven't lost, and they're on course once again, going by the evidence of that first half, extension of that run. Hibs have a substantial task ahead because they've gone 7 matches without a win, and in that spell they haven't managed to score more than 1 goal in any game. The last victory was 3-0 at Dens Park against Dundee early in December. So to win this match they'll have to find the net twice, and it honestly didn't look like doing that too often in the first half. They started well enough, defended well, but whenever United started to push their back 4 players forward to join the attack, Hibs began to struggle. So Maurice Malpass with a free kick, looking for Hegarty in the box. Too high for Hegarty and Thompson, and Gough can't retreat. Milne playing it back. There's Kane, stopped in his tracks by Stark. O'Neary coming in with the boot up, and he's definitely trying to play the ball, but they did no good at all for Ralph Callaghan, although he's happily back on his feet. There's Stark making progress on the left, and it's turned behind by Blackley. One of those sweeping moves by United from the back, putting the Hibs defence to full stretch. Played in by Milne. There's Hegarty, blocked by Ray. Now Holt. The start, the Hibs defence racing out. Dodds was offside. But once again, a fine stop on the goal line by Robin Ray. Reflexes, very sharp indeed. That snap header, he had no time at all to see it, but still they kept it out. Kirkwood turning right into Shadler. Hibs full-back going across the bows of Kirkwood. Lesak, the full-back this afternoon, he spent most of his time in midfield. Derek Shadler. This is good pull to play again from Malpass. Still going all the way himself. And fine goalkeeping from Robin Ray, but what a run it was from Maurice Malpass. Well, I mentioned his confidence on the ball, and here's a long surging run full of conviction, skill, pace, courage, and finishing with a fine shot which Ray blocked well. They've been looking for Kane inside. It was cut off by Maurice Malpass. So once again, United begin the build-up from the back. Higgity preferring the long ball from McAlpine this time. They seek out Davy Dodds up front. There's Milne. Kirkwood's in the middle, leading it. Malpass! 2-0. And Maurice Malpass gets the goal which he thoroughly deserves. So Maurice Malpass surely now makes the game safe for United. It was the long ball from McAlpine which set it all up. Dodds and Jimison tangling, the ball broke through to Milne. A good header, sensibly left by Kirkwood, and there was Malpass with that killing volley which left Ray helpless. Good layoff from Thompson to Duncan. Gordon Ray looking for Thompson at the near post, who is well covered by Neary. There's Richard Gough. Sturrock knocking it down towards Kirkwood. Rolling away from both Kirkwood and Gough. Arthur Duncan. Callaghan free in the right. Arthur Duncan testing Callaghan's pace, but he had enough. Holt back in the box defending. Here's Shadler for Hibs. McAlpine's committed himself and he takes it cleanly. Bad kick out from McAlpine. Callaghan playing it forward for Ray, but he's well offside. Played forward by Hegarty, looking for Sturrock. Duncan did well getting that before John Holt and releasing Thompson on the left. He's got lots of power when that stride gets going. Well, he didn't get that properly for the left foot shot. Milne looking for Dodds. Jimison's there. Dodds getting a break of the ball. Malpass anxious to have a go again. Got a deflection, that's a corner kick. Malpass, for me, having an outstanding game for United in midfield.
2-0 Dundee United. Good win for them. Well played Robin Ray, the understudy in the Hibs goal. The pictures there, incidentally, from Grampian Television.